Alrighty, folks, welcome to another edition of the Healthy Way right here on Love 101 FM, the family station. It's a Tuesday. You know where we're going to Tuesday, right? To the dentist. And let me remind you, October is Oral Health Month. Yeah, it is. Now, today we're talking about gum bleeding after a dental cleaning. Now, oftentimes after cleaning, some patients ask if they will have continued bleeding, or they ask why the bleeding has stopped completely. They also tend to ask if the bleeding is normal. In this week's show, we'll be tackling the reasons why you have bleeding after you have had your teeth cleaned. Interesting, right? With us this morning is my friend Chantal Richards, dental hygienist at Pure Smiles. Hey, Shan, how are you?
Hi, Chevauni. I'm okay. How are you doing?
I am good. It's nice and cool. I'm enjoying the
Yes, it
weather.
is. I should be home,
I know.
but don't tell Doc.
I know. Good morning, Dr. Data. Right. And by the way, I did say October is our oral health month.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
it is. Now let's start with this one. Now, why do gums bleed after cleaning, Shan?
Okay. So when you're getting your teeth cleaned, you also have to remember that you have surrounding tissues like the gums, right? And the
Right.
gums have blood vessels in them. So you will bleed from time to time. But the main reason that you would have bleeding after you've had your teeth cleaned
Mm-hmm.
is because you would have something called residual bacteria or calculus under your gums, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes when the bacteria is very aggressive, you would have bleeding during the cleaning. Sometimes you would even have bleeding if we just go ahead and touch the gum because the
Mm-hmm.
bacteria is basically breaking down the gums and making them more irritated. So once you start to move anything from there, it's going to start bleeding. And then
Mm-hmm.
also, what I do notice is that once the bacteria becomes aggressive, it's like it makes a home under your gums.
Right.
So once you go ahead and try to disrupt that, they will start to react. Your gums start to react by bleeding, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it also depends on the type of cleaning that you have
Right.
had. So
Right.
if you've had a simpler cleaning, it would be something very minimal.
Right.
But if you've had something called a deeper cleaning, where we would go under the gums, below the gums, closer
Mm-hmm.
to the root of the tooth, you would definitely have more
More
bleeding.
bleeding.
So yes, it depends on the bacteria, it depends on the state of your mouth, and it also depends on the type of cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you may need more than one or two cleanings to complete the entire treatment.
Mm-hmm. You say during the cleaning. So I want to know, is there anything that can be done during the cleaning to manage the bleeding?
To be completely honest with you, sometimes it depends on how the patient's body reacts. So sometimes there is nothing that we can do to prevent them from bleeding because it also depends on
Mm-hmm.
the genetics and the gum health overall of that patient. And it can also depend on the technique of the person
Mm-hmm.
providing the service of the cleaning because sometimes I've had patients that said, ask me were they bleeding during the cleaning, and I would say yes, they were bleeding, but I was able to control it. But they went somewhere else and they've had a cleaning and they were just bleeding. Everything was just
Mm-hmm.
bloody, and that can also depend on the technique of the person doing the cleaning for you. So if you hold the instrument the wrong way,
Right.
if you have the sharper side to the gum and not to the tooth, you can basically scrape the gum and cause trauma. So you have to remember that it's a lot of factors that go into controlling the bleeding and making sure that the patient is 100% comfortable. But we do have some little things in here that we can use, if it gets out of hand
Right.
to control it. But there are a lot of factors that go into place.
Right. And I know Jamaicans are big on, the home remedy, the remedies, the this, the
Mhm.
that. So after leaving your office, is there
Mhm.
anything that can be done at home to help with the healing after cleaning? Put it that way.
Okay, I think we should do a pop quiz right now
I know.
because we spoke about this a few shows ago where the salt water helps with the healing
Yes.
during this time, right? So I don't need anybody to go home and be putting no garlic and
Mm,
nothing. Just simple warm salt water will help with this
okay.
because it will also wash away the excess bacteria that's there and it will also promote healing of the gums.
Mhm.
So you want to ensure that after you've had your cleaning, you listen to what the dentist or the dental hygienist is saying
Right.
in order for you to maintain what was done. Because after you've had your cleaning, you would know that it feels like you've had a brand new mouth, that
Right.
everything is just a reset button has been pushed and everything is just clean.
Mhm.
But you have to do what you need to do at home.
Mhm.
Otherwise, you will start to have that bacterial buildup within 24 to 48 hours because
Right.
they have basically found a home in your mouth under your gums. So once you decide to disrupt that, like you would a wasp nest,
Mhm.
then they're going to come back to that very same spot and try to accumulate again.
Right.
So it's the same things that we keep repeating. You want to floss twice a day. If
Mhm.
you can't do it twice a day, do it at night time before you go to bed.
Mhm.
You want to ensure that you're brushing twice a day. You want to ensure that you're using a non-alcoholic mouthwash so you're not burning your gums,
Right.
drying them out, further causing them to be susceptible to getting bleeding.
Mhm.
And you want to ensure that you visit the dentist at least twice a year for your cleaning.
Right.
Or if you have to go every 3 months or whatever your dentist recommends.
Right.
And also,
And the
just
toothbrush is one
mhm.
too. Yeah. Stuffed
Yes, and
brush.
just to point out that it's Oral Health Month.
Mhm.
So if you have been pushing aside your cleaning for whatever reason, try and find some time this month to get it done. If
Right.
you have exam to do it. If you need to get a filling done, go ahead and do it. Do something for your mouth this month, and in turn, you will be doing something for yourself.
Indeed. Really, really nice. Yeah. And then for the salt, no, just a little you need in the water.
Right. We're not
Yeah.
we're not sending you to the beach.
Right.
Right? We're not sending you to the seaside to go pick up no
Right.
salt water.
Right.
When you use too much salt water, then you're going to be burning your gums. It's
Hmm.
going to literally feel like your gums are going to be coming
Just
off.
a little.
You just need a little bit of salt in some water,
Hmm.
some warm water, not water that's going to burn you, not tea,
Right.
just some warm water, and that will help to promote healing of your gums.
Indeed. Really nice. Yeah. And then with the bleeding, it's okay. A little bleeding is normal. There's no need to
Hmm.
worry.
Yes,
Right.
there's no need to worry if you have a little bit of bleeding during the cleaning and a little bit of bleeding after. As
Mhm.
long as your gums were not traumatized during the cleaning, then you
Right.
should be fine. Everything will go back to normal once
Yeah.
all of that bacteria is removed from your mouth.
Indeed. Really nice. How can we find again, my friend?
You can find us at 88 Barbican Road, that's Barbican Business Center, Unit 12. You can find us online at Pure Smiles JA, that's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find us online at www.puresmilesjamaica.com. And if you want to give us a call, it's 876-798-7107.
Really nice. Thanks, Shan. Have a great one. Keep safe.
Thank you. Keep dry as well.
Thank you. Chantal Richards there, dental hygienist at Pure Smiles. Yeah, October is Oral Health Month. Yeah, give Pure Smiles a call today. They're really, really good people. And yeah, check them out. Really nice. This is Welcome Back to Barna for another interesting feature right here inside the Healthy Way. Thank you so much.